Good afternoon, everybody. The team. Yeah, so the team is obviously two guys getting 50 caps, which is great. And then, the way we thought about the team, it's our first match of the season. We'd like to try and win. Obviously, after this, until the end of the year, in certain games we will rotate and give other guys opportunities. But a pretty settled team, and I guess you all got it in front of you. Probably question marks would be why Wilco is not in. I'm pretty sure you can ask that. And Hendra covering hooker of the bench, and then also not any lock specialist on the bench. We've got Marco and Cameron, what's his name, Peter Step will cover lock for us. And then 5-3 split, but we know Andre can obviously cover loose forward for us as well. Reserve fly off will be Damien Willemse, who plays fullback. Damien Dalende is vice captain for us. We picked Mane. Handel will probably get a run with with one of the other two nines will probably play in the next game. And obviously there's a few injuries. Sosa's injured, hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks. Luat maybe next week. Back Riley unfortunately pulled his hamstring for grade 3, so that's bad for him. The locks are certainly getting injured in our environment. Probably the question on Zach and Wilco. What we see in training sessions, Zach is definitely scrumming against Ox and guys like Gerard Sinne company is doing a really great job, and we feel he can do a good job for us, especially at altitude. And if you look at the team of England, it's a youthful team, I can call it that way, and a mobile team, and we feel we might need that in the game. I don't know. I answered most of the questions. I know. I mean, obviously, when it's on, we'd love it to exploit when it's on. I think one of the just Sasha's injured. Keon playing for us there, of course. We Moni had a full season at Japan, and he's always very fit. And we had 1 week more to prepare with him than we had with Andre because the Bulls were playing still in the final. So we all know the way Moni plays. So hopefully when it's on, he does. But obviously we would like to play a game that we control. And I'm pretty sure England's going to make it tough for us there. But a selection um, that we think fit for this game. And if the game really opens up, which I think England will try and do, I think Moni is the right guy. Against the England side? No, to win. That's obviously the thing. I'm pretty sure England's got exactly the same mindset. We haven't played really since for 7 months. Last November was at the middle of November, and this is the Barbarians was a nice warm up and get some guys into the structures and get to know some guys, and the SAA game was the same. But this is a test match against England. We get big test matches, and England is certainly one of them. So that will be our goal. Sorry, what was the second part? No, Riley got injured at our training. Unfortunately, probably the second last move of the training session, he just pulled his hamstring while chasing. It wasn't a weird incident. He just pulled it out. Maybe from outside, Jaco Williams also had a hamstring, but he's fully fit now. I think that the junior guys coming in, maybe the intensity in the beginning of the training session, because they really pushed the older guys really hard. I think maybe 3 weeks. I wouldn't say it was our fault, but I think maybe for the younger guys keeping up with that all the time, because he and Jaco had a hamstring. Jaco is fully fit now and will be available for selection this weekend. He was, and for next weekend, unfortunately, Riley pulled it, and it's a bad hamstring injury. I think 8 to 10 weeks. Yeah, but Wilco had a tough, not to get into his personal life, but I mean, there was some illness in the family, and some our family passed away, and it was ill in one game, and he had a tough last 5-6 weeks. And also again we worked with Zach a week longer, and as I say, what Zach and obviously what's his name starting is quite solid for us at tight end, and Zach coming off the bench. He's somebody he's a really mobile prop, and he's really impressed at scrum sessions. And we feel Wilco just needs 1 week to settle in a little bit, and we think his body took some hammering in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, So that's
You had to try and do that today.
I didn't know it would last time make such a big story. Obviously, we got an idea, but it's a guesstimate. So, um, yeah, we had an idea, but I'm not gonna read it out again. Then it's a big story. Obviously, we calculate to summarize and do profiles on them, but we're not sure.
Could you maybe sum up?
I can remember when I was playing, it was we were going for 17 matches in a row and to won the Nick Mallet. And I'll never forget England took it away from us there. And it's just a great rivalry always against us. I played in the game in the World Cup with Yanni de Beer dropped 5 top goals, and we went through to the next stage, and they didn't. And they've done some things where they took some glory away from us, just the way they play the games. And then obviously we had some World Cup finals against them, and some pretty important games. Some were 1 pointers. So it's always tough. They're one of the countries who, like us, which have a lot of rugby players. I think French has the most. I think England has the second most, and I think we've got the third most players in the world. So the strength in their numbers is really good. And then the money in the Premiership, where some of our players play, and the standard of the Premiership is really high. So for us, it's an honor playing against them, and we always see that as one of the toughest test matches especially for some of the young guys like Cameron, and other guys who's playing in this match. Not a lot of them has played against England in our squad. And some of the guys just playing this weekend. For them, it's the first really big test match. England. No, for 100%. We always had only one analyst. And I think if you go and look at any of the tier one nations, some have 5. I think the French has got 8 guys just getting data. Now England also has a lot. So we were looking for another analyst, and Joe was available. So obviously we always scan everywhere. I mean, Paddy is an Irishman, but he worked in the French league a hell of a lot. So you get some good info and some good things that they do in that league, analysis wise. And obviously, if you get a guy of his caliber being available, it's just fantastic to have him here. And he was available. We had only 2 analysts. We have 3 now. I still think we're far off of the other countries, other tier one nations who's got more analysts. We were always in the mode of just one analyst gathering data, and then the coaches would filter it. And what him and Paddy, actually, from Lindsay, Paddy, and Joe brings to us now, we've got them all in different departments. So Paddy is with the scrum from the line out, Lindsay is with backline, and then Paddy is, for example, with the attack, and they rotate a little bit. So it's good to get a fresh voice with some new ideas in. Yeah, of course he's familiar with England. Yeah, without a doubt. It's like when Matthew Proudfoot moved away from us in 2019. The next year we played England. Matthew Proudfoot knew a lot of us. There's a guy called Byron McGuigan. He spent a whole week with us as a sales sharks coach. And he was the whole week with us. And I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of stuff on us. So, yeah, I mean, Eddie Jones moved from Australia to England, and then from England to Japan. And obviously, some IP gets transferred, and same with
This
James.
weekend.
Yeah, I was so excited. I only got back into the group that Monday morning before we played Bulgaria, so I didn't think it would be likely that I would have played that game, just because the guys have been preparing the week before us also. But just to be back in the environment is always special. To represent South Africa and to represent the Springboks is what I've always dreamed of, and to get another chance to do it. Yeah, we're extremely excited, and yeah, just for a guy like Cheslin and Gaza, they've both come a long way in their rugby careers. I think Cheslin has gone through a lot of injuries, so has Gaza. They've taken in quite a maybe a bit longer to get to their 50th test, but that speaks of the rugby guys that they are, and their resilience in just trying to stay ready every season. And yeah, we'll congratulate them after the game, and hopefully we can make it extra special for them on Saturday.